Hey everyone, and hail to the fellowship. We thank you guys for tuning in once again. I'm your nerdy normie reviewer, the Elvin Barber, and joining me is the Lord Loyalist himself, TC, the Token Cripple.
Hello, hello.
And we're those guys. So today, TC, we are talking episode 5, National Treasure, Edge of Dog Shit. Yeah. Um the writing just getting really poor? Like or is it
I,
just me? I don't
I,
know.
I mean, the writing was already really poor, but it felt worse. Um,
Yeah.
I, I do like that they looked for bugs. Um, but the fact that she was like, well, there, that mansplainer.
Oh, Tasha.
Yeah, her name, whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
She was like, well, it's gonna be Ian, or is that what's his name?
Oh,
Uh,
Liam.
Liam,
Anti-Cage.
Anti-Cage. Yeah, I'm trying to get better at names, but I suck at names.
Well,
Uh,
this show's not good, so it's kind of hard to stay. I only know because I have these names pulled up. So
um, yeah. So they're suspicious of Liam. Um, why though? I don't get it.
yeah, she really went all in on him
Uh,
without any type of really real proof. She just automatically just went, it's him.
yeah. Again, where if they're trying to sabotage the efforts, they made a point of giving him much more leverage that he could be using if he was
Right.
their enemy.
Right.
Like,
Right. And she damn near, I'm not gonna say she damn near, she pretty much committed fraud as well by tracking this man's money in his account because
yeah, that's at the very least, like that's some cybercrime. Like legit, you could go to jail, cybercrime, and she admits to it, and he's totally cool with it.
he's totally cool with it. Here's my thing. If she can track that he received 50 grand, I believe that's how much money he received. Couldn't she
Yeah,
also track where it came from? Like, isn't that, wouldn't that
you
be a thing as well? I don't know.
you think so? She's a girl boss hacker, so she should be able to. But
It was like, nope, 50 grand to his account. He's guilty. Right off the cuff.
I mean, I can understand her thinking that's weird, but it also was literally none of her business.
Yep.
And he doesn't even ask for an apology.
He doesn't. He doesn't. He just kind of goes, I thought I could trust you. This is what treasure hunting does to people. It makes them paranoid. And he just walks away.
And then they're totally cool next scene.
Yeah, then the next scene, after they find out that the bug was actually on um She-Hulk guy's shoe, which I had a feeling it was gonna be him, but apparently it was in his shoe. After they found that out, she's like, "Oh, I gotta go to apologize to him." Next scene, and then he's like, "Oh, it's fine, it's okay."
Yeah,
Oh no, but she made that statement about being um would she say something about you don't understand where I'm coming from when
or I,
someone's
I
when
should know more. I should know more than anybody, something like that. Where she was like,
yeah.
and he ends up apologizing to her.
Yeah, he ends up apologizing for her fucking mishap. She's like, yeah, like when I was in school, when people's lunch money get taken away, guess who they look at? And I'm like, probably the black kid, to be honest. Like, like they ain't
And
looking at your ass. But of course, she had to make it about her. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And she's like, "I'm
uh,
not trying to tell you to apologize." I'm like, this whole team fucking
it's
CW
really weird.
dramas. It's weird. Yeah,
Um,
it's
can I just ask one thing?
yeah.
How do you get a scholarship to, was it college or high school? How do you get documentation like for a scholarship and still be an undocumented immigrant?
I
How does
don't
that
know.
work?
I don't know what the rules are for that. Yeah, they said that she had like scholarships and everything lined up, right, to show how great
Yeah.
she is.
And they said the only
And
reason she didn't do it was because her mom got sick, which they
right,
keep bringing up.
but it's like, how'd you Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't. I'm not. See, that's the
How
thing. I'm not
how did you
familiar.
apply?
Yeah. Yeah. Especially with what is it called? DACA or DACA, right? Isn't it something like that? Like I
Something
don't
like
know.
that.
I don't know the extent of what that entails. I guess I could look it up, but
I'm just kind of under the impression it's just that she's undocumented. But
yeah.
again, if she's undocumented, she wouldn't have the resources to apply for scholarships.
Well, I think that was just them letting us know that she's the bestest ever. You know, she's
Yep,
gotten
she's great at
scholarships to
puzzle.
Ivy League schools, and she's great at puzzle rooms. She's just fucking great. You know, she's just so great.
Like the one thing they're doing a decent job of, for the most part, is they aren't making her herself obnoxious. They're making her unplausibly good at things, but they aren't making her a bitch about it.
I know, which is so it's fascinating that they're able to pull that off and not make her look like a bitch. Like they're making her, like you just said, they're making her seem like she can do everything, but I still don't dislike her. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm still liking her.
I, I like the character. I don't like how many skills she does have. I wish they would give her less.
Did you see how she put that bow tie together, just with some
Yeah, that
fabric
was so stupid. That was
off her dress? she, so they're going into the governor's ball, and the guy stops Auntie Cage Liam there. He goes, "Oh, you need a tie." He's like, "Oh, I don't have a tie." So she rips off a piece of material off her dress and continues to make a bow tie. And at that point in time, I'm like, "Shit, is there anything this girl can't do?"
especially totally off the cuff.
Just she's fucking great.
Also, I know it's called a black tie event, but is it literally a dress code that you have to have a tie on?
That's the thing. I
Is
don't
is that?
know.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
uh,
Apparently, at that event, yeah.
I mean, I guess it's just weird. I'm like, I know what they mean when they say, oh, and then they're like, well, you're already pushing it with the blue tux. Why? It's a tux.
Precise, precisely. Yeah, it qualifies.
I mean, people
Blue
might
or
be like,
not,
they might be like, well, that guy's a douchebag because he's wearing a blue tux, but it still qualifies.
it qualifies. Yeah, I know there's like some places. Well, yeah, well, that's why I thought the tie thing was a little weird. I know that some places require you just to wear like a jacket. So him just wearing that tux should have been fine, but apparently there were extra rules for this event. So, you know, he's rolling with it, I guess. But
Oh, and then one other thing was when Billy when they found the bug and they threw it into the closet with Shoe Guy's Instagram or YouTube channel or whatever
YouTube
the hell.
channel, yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they must be discussing things they don't want us to hear. I'm like, or they could just I mean, I know like that is true, but more realistically, it's like you bugged them.
Yeah.
That's creepy as shit. Why wouldn't they? I'm just
Why
wondering
would
why they didn't they smash the bug.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Then I'm like, well, I guess they just didn't want to alert the crypto queen of, that they found the bug. But then she already knew. She
Pretty
found
quick.
out it. Yeah, she found out pretty quick anyway. So yeah, I don't. There was a scene that I thought the editing and the transition was so bad. It was when the crypto queen got to that black market auction,
Oh yeah,
and
and it's a
and she
fake.
yeah, and she shows up and was like, "Oh, I have this, I know you really want it, but you can't touch it." And he's like, and she's like, "I need to see blah blah blah." And he's like, "Oh, it doesn't exist." And then it just cuts scene to her and him being into a safe where the book is. And I'm just like, there was like, what, like, this transition was so bad.
Yeah,
Like, it was so bad.
it was just abrupt as hell.
It was so abrupt. I was like, whoa, like, I need some type of segue here. This wasn't good. Like, the production in this episode just wasn't great. It wasn't
I
great.
I don't know. Maybe they've blown their budget. Um,
And
I
I think there's like five more episodes to go, sadly.
I also I don't understand I get, why were they running like from the police? I was a little confused. What were they doing that was like illegal to the point where the police would have gotten called? I mean, it's a little shady, yeah, but calling the cops?
In the scene where the book went missing, when Auntie Cage took the book,
Oh, he took the entire book, right?
he took the entire so that kind of threw me off too because I thought initially the whole plan was
To
for
take
him
pictures.
to take pictures and then I don't know if he saw because he saw that dance that Jess did with Ethan, I think his name
Yeah,
is Ethan, and they're all like, "Oh, do the dance, do the dance." So that's what this is what kind of annoyed me too.
they
Is
all goaded them. They goaded them into that.
they go to them to do the dance, and then at they're like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't have done that because we know what happens when they do the dance." And it's like, that's
Literally,
fuck. You guys are horrible friends.
literally, what was the point?
There was no point.
Like in universe, what was the point of doing that? Just so they could
Exactly.
do that at at a ball?
Horrible
It,
friends.
was that to be a distraction? Because it seemed like it was distracting your team more than it was distracting anybody else.
Precisely. Yeah, I don't think it was even meant to be a distraction. They just heard that song come on and they were like, "Oh, you got to do it. You got to do it." And even they were like, "No, we don't, not really. No, no, no." And they goaded them and so they did it and then clearly there's some unfinished feelings involved, some unfinished business there and I think Auntie Cage saw that he takes the book, runs with it, which was so odd. Like, why'd you do that?
Yeah, that's what I don't get. What was his motive there? I mean,
And then
I get you're pissed and jealous, but why?
it's like, okay, like let's be adults now. Come on. And then Jess gets in the room while the book's gone, and the cop sees, and it's like, oh, like he's suspicious, and now she has to run because she's undocumented, and like that would just be really bad for her. That's what I took from it, but
Yeah. Why would Billy have helped her though? Like, what was?
yeah, so she's running out of the building. Cops are everywhere. I honestly thought it was going to be that creepy guy in the car that was going to show up. Like, I thought he was going to like pull over and be like, get in. He was going to be like her long lost dad, dude that was dead, but he's actually alive.
Yeah.
But nope, it was Billy that pulls up in a sports car. Crypto Queen is like, get in. And then the episode ends. Yeah, I don't know why she unless she, I don't know. I honestly don't know what Crypto Queen's intentions are, to be perfectly honest. Like I know she wants to find the treasure, but I don't know
As
for
far as
what.
we know, it's for reasons.
Yeah, yeah. Reasons of what we are not sure, but yeah, so I don't know what her end game is per se. I know she works for a group of men who have hired her to on this task, but it kind of seems like she's really not playing by their rules. So
It also
I
seems
don't
like
know.
it still seems like she has infinite resources. So why she needs a 21-year-old, no matter how smart, I have no clue.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, Miss Crypto Queen seems to be more than capable. I mean, even when they were on the jet and discussing, what were they? They were discussing the clue, and after thinking about it, she's like, "Oh, that's right. It's not this. It's." So she was like explaining everything. So clearly, but it's a little bit more believable when she explains clues because she's much older and has been in the game much longer. So she would have that Nick Cage type knowledge,
Yeah,
so to
she's
speak.
old enough for it to make sense.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I this episode, I feel like it was like I don't know. Oh, you know what I was gonna bring? I was gonna bring up this. So when they were all at the ball,
Uh
and
huh.
Tasha, the friend, didn't she make some statement about you're holding that a colonizer's plate or something like that or
Yeah, this is like a a conqueror's banquet or some shit. Yeah.
some yeah. I'm like wow.
And then they're like, "Well, we came for free, so we can eat all the crab legs we want, and we're gonna be." It's like, really? I, I, This bitch needs to get off her high horse.
Miss Patriarchy. They were really leaning in this episode, man. Wow.
They started a riot at the freaking ball, or just about.
Yeah, I do not like her character. I think she's the one I just do not like the most. Is Tasha. I cannot stand her. Cannot
Everybody
stand
else,
her.
at the very least, is well-meaning.
Yeah.
Stupid sometimes, but well-meaning. She's
But
just a
well,
bitch.
yeah, she's a bitch. Like you said, she's on her high horse. She's very smug. I God, she's awful. She's an awful character.
Yep.
But yeah, so episode 5, not a lot took place, and definitely again with the CW vibes.
Yep.
Um,
And as far as we can tell, Auntie Cage's motivations at this point are jealousy.
yep, just pure jealousy. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to hurt them like he felt hurt because of this stupid fucking dance.
I hope that there's a better reason that we just aren't privy to, because we weren't watching them when he did it or why he did it.
I hope so as well. I know because it was off screen. I hope so as well. Like, I don't want episode 6 to come about and then we learn it's something so
As
trivial.
stupid and petty as they had a dance that we goaded them into, we forced them to do it. They said several times we don't want to do it.
Several times, yeah. Because and then they go, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't have had them do it." You guys are pieces of
Hashtag
shit.
no means no. Hashtag victim blame.
Oh, jeez. Um.
Yeah.
All right, TC. Any last remarks, man?
Um. I don't know. I'll just move on to the rating, I guess. I give it probably a 2. It was boring. I was bored.
Yeah,
It was the most high school drama of all the episodes so far.
it
And
really would.
none of it's been good, but this was the worst one.
And it's getting like in the whole triangle, this love triangle thing. It's getting old too. It's getting real old.
Love triangles are always annoying.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I would give it. I'm gonna give it a 3, only because I like Jess. That's it.
Yeah,
That's it.
and she apologized. I mean, they
She
worked
did.
they worked it around so he would apologize, but at least she said, "No, this isn't your apology. Like, I'm apologizing. You didn't do anything wrong. I did."
That's
So
true.
so at least she's acknowledging when she's being a piece of shit, which is nice. It's new for Hollywood.
Yeah, I mean, especially with characters that are just the best at everything, and for her to admit that, so
I'm really
yeah,
getting annoyed with Miss Patriarchy, though. She needs to shut up.
she's the fucking worst. She's, I just can't. Every time she comes on screen, I'm like, I just roll my eyes and go, ugh. I just can't stand her. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. But yeah, we thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to smash that like button, subscribe. If you're watching this dog shit, let us know as well.
Yeah,
What
did we
you
miss something? Maybe?
did we
I
miss
don't.
something? Let us know what you think. Uh, I, are we missing anything? I feel like we're not. Not a lot happened.
Like I said, I was genuinely bored.
Yeah,
My eyes glazed over a couple times, I'll be honest.
that's fair. Share this video out there. Hit that bell for future notifications. You guys take care.
Bye, everyone.